714. The year is 2013 as we understand it. The time on this happens to be 12:16 p.m. Pacific Standard Time at the date of this analysis for MMT traders. One of the things that we want to cover on the daily chart is that the 20 simple day moving average on WYNN. Let us not forget though, everybody, that WYNN reports its earnings on July 18th. Morgan Stanley came out with a downgrade and the markets rallied, and WYNN rallied right along with it with the downgrade at Morgan Stanley. Now, there was another calendar headline that came out and said that the Las Vegas comps and margins were doing a little bit better, but the Macau revenues for WYNN are not doing so well. So there have been a lot of opinions as to what the company is going to do in the quarterly earnings. What I want to cover is the 50-day moving average, the resistance at 135.04. Now we're going to be trading this on its day. The 20-day simple moving average is at 129 looks like it's 129.85. That's this declining pink line. So if you're declining in a 20-day moving average, they ran the thing up on the daily chart from a support level right here from 124 up to the highs of 131 and some change. The 10-day simple moving average is at 127.9. One of the other things that we're going to be very forthright in with WYNN is it's going to be very volatile on July 18th. When it reports its after hours earnings report, the headline report, if they gap it up in after hours, we'll take the short on the gap. If they gap it down on a miss, the 200-day simple moving average is going to be exactly, let's make sure that these numbers are right. The 200-day is a green line. It's at 122 and some change. It's very volatile in the after hour session. We know how to trade it, MMT. We do know that any gap up, we would look at taking that short in after hours for a fast, quick gain. However, the stock has rallied significantly for what WYNN has been doing. I mean, we had the highs up here at 144. Lots of downgrades had came out on WYNN. Every rally that we had up, 3-day rally, made another lower low. We had a 1-day, 2-day, 3-day rally. We got right up to the top at 140 over here and went straight down 1, 2, 3, 4 days in a row. It pops off the 200-day moving average. Now it's leveraged back up 2 days in a row. So we're going to be trading WYNN. The put options that we're going to be looking at on WYNN, they have various different put options that can be traded. They have different strike prices. Some of them, what we're going to do is we're going to go out here. Here is a July regular contract. The 130 puts, which have been totally marked down, I'll be happy to show that to you. They were as high as $9 on that on the 130 put on WYNN. They went from $3.50 down to $1. Looks like the low here was $1.60. Then we came back up on Friday. The contracts, we'll take a look on a 10-minute level to see where some of these contracts were. They were as high as $2.60. They pulled back to $2.23. Unfortunately, one of the things that we want to be very mindful of is where the strike prices are. They have dollar increments in here. So the premiums on the monthly are going to, so we're going to take a look at the following week. Okay? And we're going to take a look at the 130 on this weekly chart. Not a weekly chart, but the weekly expiration. We're going to go take a look. I'm going to throw it over here. It's going to be this strike price. I'll go to a daily. The daily is down here. Now just remember that the strike price for this one is 726. That would be a week or so after the earnings report. They don't have a lot of premium, but the premiums are deflated. They had a low on this contract at 2.71. One of the things that we'll cover, sorry I was on the phone there, MMT, but here, look. This is that wall of resistance level. We can come up here slightly. The wall of resistance that we're hitting right here is where this gap up was, but where it really broke down right here where my pointer is, that's that first wall of resistance. That was that rally, and then we shot straight down. So when we're looking at trading WYNN puts on a earnings pre-announcement preview here from us, is that we set alarms on the July 130 put, which goes out to 726 expiration. That's where that one was. We covered the monthly regulars. We've already covered the 130 put for the earnings season on July 18th. Remember, when we look at buying puts, if WYNN doesn't come in and it gaps down, well, these puts are going to go straight right back up. So that's why we're looking at this side of the market, because it's the cheapest side of the market should they not make their quarterly earnings. Okay? That's the 130 that we're looking at for July 18th. And we'd already bought in a few down here. And we're looking at how WYNN will trade going into the July 18th. I've already covered the stock as far as the daily stock goes, and it is a WYNN's resort preview. Listen again, that it's going to be extremely volatile, and it's going to trade a certain way up until July 18th, and tomorrow is going to be 7:15. So they report earnings, it looks like, on Wednesday, would I think is, yeah, Wednesday would be the 18th. No, Thursday is the 18th after the closing bell for WYNN. And WYNN, well, hey, it does well, but then it doesn't do very well. It's rallied up here. Here's the resistance levels, and I've gone over the put side of the market. That's the side of the market that we're looking for in the short term.